Hello everyone. CBSE has made a lot of changes in the process of assessment, the process of evaluation. In physics, especially, we have find one of the section where the case study based questions are to be appeared. So, what actually the case study based questions are? First of all, we try to understand this important term, and then today we will going to discuss about one of the important applications which comes into our day-to-day life. Actually, case study based question, it shows how a particular problem can be solved in a given situations. When the situation arises, how the student or we understand and we deal with this particular problems. So dear students, case based questions is a day-to-day problem. I am asking one of the question to all of you that in order to get the lot of multiple copies, hard copies of the documents, what we are doing actually. Suppose I as a physics teacher wants to distribute the hard copy of the assignment to all of you, what I have to do? Obviously, we have to take the photocopy. So photocopy, how it works, what is the basic principle behind this. Today in the application as a case study based, we are going to discuss and elaborate it in details. What are the various type of the questions to be discussed from here. So photocopy machines is a day-to-day requirements nowadays to get the hard copy of the documents. This photocopy machines, it works on the basic principles opposites attract. Opposite here means we are talking about the charges. So what are the material inside this toner, which is a powder, can be used to create the printed text and the images on the paper. The powder is a negatively charged and so it attracts to something. So obviously if it is a negative, it attracts the positive, the paper. The drum, which is located at the heart of the photocopier machine and is positively charged using the static electricity. An image of the master copy is transferred onto the drum using the laser process. The light parts of the image, that is the white area on a piece of the paper, loses their charge and becomes more negative, and the black area of the image where the text is remains positively charged. So this is the particular statement, and on the basis of this statement we are having some of the queries, that is a case based questions, how we study the particular case and how we respond to the problems. We are dealing with the electrostatic. So let us, on the basis of these particular statements, we answer the given questions which are based on the photocopy machine. Question number 1. Which of the following figure represent the electric field lines due to a single negative charge? So here we are having the 4 diagrams in which we have to identify which represent the electric field lines due to a negative charge. So yes, as a if we know the property of the electric field, if we know the property of the charges, we are able to give the answer of the problem, because here we can see the positive charge, it moves the electric field outside. Negative charge, the direction of the fields is towards. So obviously in both A and B we can see that negative charge is at the center, but option A is not correct. Why? Because negative, as per the sign convention, will not give the direction in the outward direction. Yes, the correct option is B. So in this way, if we know the basic fundamental which is connected with the particular situation, we can give the answers to the problem. Let us come to the next choice. Consider a region inside which there are various type of the charges, but the total charge is 0. This is a particular statement. At points outside the region, electric field is necessarily 0. Electric field is due to the dipole moment of the charge distribution only. The dominant electric field is inversely proportional to R cube for large value of the R. The work done to move a charged particle along a closed path away from the region will not be zero. So obviously when we consider a region, and there are various type of the charges, but the total charge is zero. So when we come to the property of the electric field, we come to these important conclusion that all these except one is not applicable. For example, electric field is necessarily zero. It is not true. Electric field due to the dipole moment of the charge distribution only, it is also not applicable. There are other fields also. Yes, the dominant electric field is inversely proportional to R cube. This is the correct option. The work done to move a charged particle along a closed path away from the region will not be zero. That is again not true. Yes, the correct option here is C. Let us continue with the next problem. That is, if a body is negatively charged, then it has excess number of electrons, excess number of protons, deficiency of electrons or deficiency of neutrons. Obviously, body if acquire a negative charge have a fundamental concept. Excess of electrons definitely is the answer of the problem, because excess of protons indicates the deficiency of electrons. So excess of electrons indicates about the body is negatively charged. So the correct option is A. Come to the next problem. A charged particle is free to move in an electric field. It will travel always along a line of force. Along a line of force, if its initial velocity is zero, along a line of force, if it has some initial velocity in the direction of an acute angle with a line of force. Yeah, none of the above. None of the above is not applicable. Always along a line of force, it is also not applicable. Along a line of force. So in the B and C, we are having some confusion, some contradiction. So if in the third portion, if it has some initial velocity, then particle has a different characteristics. So electrostatic, we are having the right option along a line of force. If its initial velocity is zero, then a charged particle is free to move in a electric field. So the correct option is B. So this is the right option. Come to the next. Which of the following statement is incorrect? It means out of these four statements, and as mentioned below, A, B, C and D, one of them is incorrect. So we have to check the properties. For example, the charge Q on a body is always given as Q is equal to Ne. Yes, we know this is a correct formula. By convention, the charge on electron is taken to be negative. Yes, by convention we are using the charge on the electron. So this statement is again the true case. The fact that electric charge is always an integral multiple of E is termed as quantization of charge. Yes, it is also connected with point number 1, because always we are using the integral multiple of the charge. And the fourth is the quantization of charge was experimentally demonstrated by Newton. It is incorrect because it is not demonstrated by the Newton, it is demonstrated by the Millikan. So the correct option here, so point number 4 is connected with the option C. So the right option is C. So in this way we have discussed the 5 subparts of the given statement. As per the new sample paper 2021, we have find out one statement is given, 5 subparts are given, and each subparts has again sub topics, and from which we have to sort out any of the 4. So on these bases we can attempt the case based questions. Thank you.